Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the market. And to give you a quick wrap up, it's January 27th, Tuesday. We're going to review 0-day options on SPY I took today. I have time for a quick one. I'll just show you the trades I did. You can kind of look at what I charted. Purple, orange, red. So, and then white here. White was my bullish liquidity being built. Purple was my bearish liquidity being built. Yeah, nice little inverse head and shoulders. So some tricky stuff here, but let's get into it. Kind of overtraded today. Not a great day. FOMC tomorrow. Market's just been grinding these last 2 days. 10:05. Got a call. So yeah, let's see. Missed this move. So I considered it here. I just wasn't too confident in the purple yet, but I considered the break here. Then with the red as my stop. Yeah, you say I could have gotten a break here on the white. I was pretty confident this white just from this support and then it breaking and then up here. However, this range was too tight for me. Whoops. So if I'd known it was going to break further, let me get rid of these. Then it would have been simple. If I didn't have purple there, which maybe isn't, no, purple was right. But if I didn't have purple there, then I would have taken it for sure. Breaking white, that would have been simple. Even a little retest there. But since I had purple, I'm like, this range is just super tight. My risk is basically this, and then that's my profit. So anyways, I left that. And then when it broke here, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know if I really trust it. So this could have been a trade. This could have even been a trade. It just, as you see, it ended up just being really quick. A break on white here, and then a break on white there. No, not that one. Break on purple, sorry. I left it alone. I came up here. It did give me some confidence in purple though, seeing how it reacted here and then how it broke through. Came up, put my white in there for liquidity. Considered a zombie trade, a retracement. I'm like, no, I'm gonna leave it. I think, or did I not? Yeah, I left it. However, nice big red candle here with volume, and I had confidence. I got my call right here. Yeah. Mostly because it's purple. I know I have two of them, but yeah, kind of went a little past that one onto this one, which was like the bodies. It's an area. It's an area. It's not always perfect. But yeah, I got it somewhere down here. Picked up a call, and it also happened to be VWAP. And yeah, looking for a shoulder grab here in this inverse head. Retesting this where it previously broke out, flipped into support. My stop on this is literally right there, so that's why I love that entry. Opening where my stops are, that's ideal. It came up, first profit target, since I have one contract, is going to be white. Since this is the liquidity level here, it might not break it. So yeah, I'm glad I stuck to that. Sold it at 10-10, this candle right here. So got it like right there. Very pleased with that little trade. Continue to kind of grind below this. Then here it broke. So maybe my chart was a little bit off. I don't know. Maybe just a false break. Maybe a stop hunt. Broke, closed above it. I think that trapped me. Yep. So 33 cents to 49 was this one. Nice little move. Range today was pretty tight. So 694.56, 695. So that was over half a point. But yeah, not a whole lot of movement on it. Oh, not bad. 33 to 49 on that one. So that's pretty good. Next one was a 47 to 45 cent trade. That was this little stop right here. Opened it up, closed it on this candle. Dang. Yeah. And then came down, and what do you know? It's bouncing right on that purple again. This time, I don't think I got it on the purple after that little stop. Let me see, 10:30. I did. I got on the purple. I forgot. That's awesome. I'm stoked. Yeah, picked it up right on this candle on the purple, or inverse head and shoulder here, and then as Eric calls it, a nested head and shoulder. Basically, from my understanding, the inverse head and shoulder was trying to grab it too early, need to build more liquidity, so came down to find more buyers, and that's where we're at here. So that's why this one also, you'll see with my exit, why I held it longer. So I got that at 10:30 for 34 cents, held it till 10:37 for 53 cents. My profit target on it would ideally be this purple. I bought it here, came all the way up. I didn't sell here this time again, just because of the way the structure looked. we're pretty tight on this wedge here. I did not assume it was going to come back down. And I had this for kind of a stop, this red, because it had started buying up in this aggressive red from this support. So I held through there, and I actually didn't wait for it to break it because, yeah, I didn't care to wait for it to break it. Hit high of day here, and I close it on this candle. First little red candle. I know it hadn't broken it, but realistically, a break could have just come all the way back down here and given away so much profits. With one contract, I'm pretty pleased because that was normally if I had more, I would close one here. But practicing with one is great because it really stretches your limits on how long you hold it. And so when you have 50 or 100 or whatever, you'll hold that first 25 or 50, whatever you're planning on selling. You'll be able to hold that bit longer. Because I notice when I have more contracts, I'm trading with whatever, 4, 5, 6, however many, I for some reason just jump out of 1 or 2. I'm like jumping out so quickly. Like I just have an itch to start getting out of them. So like on this, if I got like 5 here, I would probably, I'm trying to get better at it, but I might not have waited till here to sell 1. I might have sold 1 here and sold 1 here, and it's just like you end up getting an awful average. Trading just with 1, really, if you can remember that mentality when you have more, just treat it almost like 1. Hold it as long as you can, trying to get to your profit target, or of course breaking the buying channel, and then selling 2 or 3 or however many. So that's what I like about trading 1 contract. It really stretches my comfort with holding. So yeah, that one was a nice one. That was 34 cents to 53. So I don't know, 80%, 70%, something like that. So yeah, I had some nice trades this morning, and then it just kind of fell apart. 1049 to 1050, small stop. Okay, yeah. Wait. Okay, yeah. Just like it broke out here. I was going for it up here on the retest on this candle right here. Broke out, and I did it. So I don't know if this was false, if my charting just wasn't right. Looks like it just kind of did it at a little higher level. I don't know. It's just this area, it's not going to be perfect. Actually, you see it kind of sewing back and forth between it. So yeah, that happens sometimes. That's kind of the risk with those trades. Nice thing is though, is purple's my stop. So I stopped out right away. So not a huge loss. Next one was 1246 to 1247. A little stop here on puts. Grind it up. Came down. So I originally had white, and then I added this blue because I wasn't sure since it broke below it. Okay. Yeah, so now you can see why I was getting into it. So to complete this inverse cup, it came up, found resistance on this channel. So I'm thinking it's in this selling channel, which could be bulls building liquidity. So I put in another purple here, which is bears building liquidity. So if it breaks that, then I'm going to go short on it. And so that's where we're at here. Let's see right here. Yeah, this sucked. This little zone sucked for me. 46 so I got to put there. Stopped out in the next candle. 37 cents to 35. 1250. Got another one there. Stopped out 2 minutes later. 36 to 32. And then got one at 1 o'clock. But finally it started to move. Yeah. Yeah. Just like that meme where you're picking through the wall to get to the diamonds and your last pick. I should hold on one more time. I don't know if this was, I charted this is too aggressive. Like maybe it's a little flatter than this. And so I'm not sure why it was, maybe it was more like that. Probably what it was. Anyways, yeah, I was like this last one, and I did see it. And I'm like, whatever, I'll leave it, because at this point, I'm going to be probably taking profits on it at the bottom of this purple, which is right here. So that's why I left that. Didn't take that one. Next trade was at 1 o'clock, and then 1:02. I got another one. I like this trade, even though it was kind of late. Still went for it because this was breaking my final purple, and in this orange selling. So here's 1 o'clock. Got one. Did I say 102? Wow. Is that right? Oh no, 1 and then 101. So I got another one on this candle. For the break of purple, and then orange being my target for stops or taking profit. Ideally, it's going to come down and complete this cup, and then make a little structure, and then come all the way down and complete the big inverse cup. It didn't, so that's where you just have to make sure you're taking quick profits and exercising tight risk management. 26 cents, 24 cents for my buys. First sell was 33 cents on that same candle. So I bought it up here, bought the second one here, sold one here, and then like I said, I was trying to hold that next one, trying to hold it for an inverse cup on the day, which I thought maybe it'd want to return to 5-day before FOMC tomorrow, and I guess it could do it tomorrow before too. But anyways, that wasn't like too much in my head, but a little bit maybe. So yeah, the second one I just let stop out. I think break even. Yeah, second one break even stop on this candle right here. So I was fine with it. Could have been a nice bounce trade, but honestly, for my charting, I don't have any. If this was less aggressive and maybe this was on a support that I didn't realize, sure. So there's just not really a trade there for me. Now up here, that's a different story, but then we lacked continuation, so that sucked. 124, I was in a call. Yeah, this was a pretty red one. 124 to 126. 46 cents to 36 cents. Guessing it's somewhere in here. Yeah. So took it right here on the break of white. Stopped out on that red candle. So at this point, I'm not sure if it's blue or white. I'm just giving it this whole area, this whole range. And then, of course, if it's not buying up in something more aggressive like this, and it's in purple, that's going to suck. Yeah, what was that? Oh, 124, 126. Yeah, 46 cents to 36 cents. It's 10 cents right there. That was stupid. 129 to 131. 23 cents to 19 cents. 129 right here. How's that? Wait, hold on. 129. Oh, it was a put. Oh yeah, then I flipped, of course. I thought I was rejecting here, and my charting was off a little bit. Yeah, that's right. Close that one there. Yeah, little whipsaw action. I am not above the whipsaw. Whipsaw will still get me sometimes. And then I was like, okay, I'm over. This is done. This is stupid. So I stopped then, sort of. Not completely, but for a bit. Nope, I had one more in me. Oh yeah, this was the one. I guess this is why I held this one so long, because I didn't want to keep trading over trading. I just kind of not a lotto, but then 131, I got back into calls. So I'm like, okay, well, it is breaking it, and it's finding that support, and it's just that whole area. So then I'm back into calls here. What did I say? 131. Yeah. Yeah, 131. Man, I'm late on that. Probably had this charted. Yeah. Had this charted. And I thought it was pretty smart for the first couple candles, and then it comes down. I'm like, okay, this is bouncing on support, no problem. My strike, 129, I got it. No, it's this one. 131. It's a call, the 696 call. So that was one too far out of the money. So this just decayed. Held it through that bounce. It wasn't very miserable to hold, honestly. I distracted myself with other stuff because I'm like, this looks like it's gonna just be nasty for a while and just make me uncomfortable. So I'm just gonna be distracted. I finally closed it here once it broke that purple. I was like, I gotta close it at some point. So I just charted that purple and closed it on that candle. So ended up being red. That was let's see. When was it? 131. So that was 44 cents to 31 cents. So not awful. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So at that point, I'm red. Just a little bit red. Kind of swung back and forth, and you saw the middle of the day. The whipsaw back here got me, that got me. And I'm just a little bit red. I'm like, oh, whatever. It's a small red day, no big deal. It was a choppy, it was a tough one. And I was still very happy with some of my trades. I liked that I caught this thing perfectly. That felt good. I caught it again perfectly, which I was surprised with. I didn't hold for the whole move. I closed it here. This little move would have been nice because that was what I was trying to get to. But with one contract, I'm not blaming myself for that. Got a little stuck in there, yeah. A little overtrade, but down a little bit, and I'm away from my computer, and the last 30 minutes, I come back to my computer literally right here, and it goes ding, because I had a marker, or an alert. I'm like, oh, wait, just broke my purple. Wait a minute. Could have a retrace here, end of day, VWAP, it wants it, potentially, the lack of continuation of the upside, probably to go down. So, 325, I got 325, I got 1696 put, so that's like in the money. Right, yeah, 696, so that was in the money. That was for 25 cents. And then on that same minute, I got 695 puts. Just out of the money, and those were only 5 cents. That's for a move to VWAP. I was thinking it'd be profitable if it went there quick, especially, but then potentially for that Inverse Cup to close, because that would also correlate with the 30-minute, which we haven't looked at. Here's Eric's 30-minute chart. He's Spy Day Trading on YouTube. You can check him out. Discord in the description. Yes, that would have correlated with this coming down, completing this Inverse Cup, and bouncing on that orange. So that's kind of what I was thinking potentially. So yeah, there's like, well, what's the problem? I got puts and it went down. Yeah, problem is, well, it's not much of a problem, but the problem with the ones for out of the money, they were too far out of the money because the move just grinded down. But unlike yesterday, where, let me get into it, bought 3 more of those further out of the money ones for 4 cents at 329. So I held through all this grindage. On this green candle, got filled for 3 more, and then it's just grinding. I missed an exit on here. It's fine, but I had a limit order to basically exit a double on those really cheap ones to try and make them free. Didn't happen. I think I have delayed pricing on there, which is kind of nice, but in this case, it would have been nice to see what they're actually worth. Because I think they just stayed the same price throughout all of this. And then 10-minute move comes, huge green candle. I'm like, oh, is this gonna just hit resistance here? And I thought maybe it will. So I actually held it, and I was actually on the phone, like doing a deal through like most of this, or not, like, yeah, in this area, which maybe kind of helped because I wasn't gonna close it here. I was like, it's got to break that. This is just making a head. And sure enough, yeah, on that 10-minute, came all the way up, big green candle, all the way back down, and then closed here. I'm like, all right, cool. It's grabbing that shoulder. VWAP, VWAP, VWAP. It wasn't a move like yesterday, but for some reason I was more confident with it today. I don't know, yesterday, I think I was too exhausted, like, mentally to trade yesterday's move, because yesterday's move was a lot nicer down to VWAP. Now looking at it, it's like, wow, this is a way sicker move. Today was very, very lot smaller and much more grindy, but I held. Came down. I was gonna close my in the money one first and save the other ones. But I did. I closed the 696 for 45 cents, which I picked up for 25 cents. So that was awesome. Almost 100% trade right there. And then the other 6 I had that were for the other money, I closed for basically break even. 3 of them for 5 cents and 3 of them for 4 cents. So yeah, that was break even on those. And I closed those at, let's see, 355, 355, 356. So 55, 55, and then 56. So yeah, then with that final trade, just put me a little bit in the green, which I was so stoked about because I was like, yeah, it just feels good. It felt good. Because I felt good about my trades earlier, and I got humbled here with the whipsaw and just the lack of continuation. And then I was able to totally check out and just reset, and came back in when I saw that, and it felt good to be able to just be refreshed and focused and still be able to jump in and finish the day out. Part of the reason I thought it was coming down too is because it didn't actually complete the cup. So I was assuming this wasn't a handle. Came up just shy of the cup. So yeah, it's cool. Anyways, yeah, they're all my trades. So let's see, there they are. Yeah, kind of a lot of trades. Those are the ones we just went through. Up a little bit. Tomorrow's FOMC. I think a 2 comes out, most likely. There's where the count sits. That's including my SEV position, which is shrunk quite a bit lately, which is 290. So we're up on the month, up on the week. Very grateful. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.